reach out, DM, whatever platform you're on, leave a comment, leave a message. Producer Ben will ask them. I'll try and get you all the answers. But do we have some questions?
Yes.
What do we got?
All right. So, like I said, the emails have been coming in. First question comes from Andy. Andy from Arkansas.
Andy in Arkansas.
Andy from Arkansas. He wants to know how to get his life back on track after a divorce that happened 6 months ago.
Okay.
He's a single dad. He feels stuck. He wants to be a greater father. He wants to make a lot more money. And he also wants to find the woman of his dreams. What does he need to know?
Small Andy. Just a little tiny question there. Boy, Producer Ben, you're hitting me with the big ones right away. You asked the right person, Andy from Arkansas, and I'm not saying that to be an egomaniac. I am not saying that to brag about myself. I am saying that you asked the right person for this question because when you're in a situation, it was divorce, right, Ben?
Yep, divorce.
Single dad?
Yep.
Wants more money, wants the woman, I'm guessing, of his dreams, whatever that situation is. When you ask your friends and family when you're down in a hole like this, probably the worst group of people you could ask this question to. Why? They love you just the way you are. And most of the time, they love you miserable, especially if it's your friends, because they're not going to admit it. They might not even understand it, but friends love it when their other friends aren't doing as great as they are. So I've never met you, Andy. If I was to go to Arkansas and I was going to give you some unfiltered advice, here's what I would recommend. You went through a divorce. It sucks. I don't know. What's the percentage, Ben? Most people?
Yeah.
Most?
Yeah.
More than not have to do this at least once in their life. I get it. I'm with you. I understand. You're down in the dumps. You had that divorce. You want to make more money. You want to be a great dad. You want to meet the woman of your dreams. Okay. You can do all of that. But it's going to require some sacrifice. And here's the sacrifice. Here's what I would recommend that you do. First off, meditate, okay? And I want you to visualize, what does your perfect life look like? Let's just call it 5 years out. Let's be realistic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years out. Okay, what does that life look like? What are you doing for work? How much money are you making? What kind of car are you driving? And most importantly, I think he said woman of his dreams. Yes, Ben?
Yep.
Woman of your dreams. Map that out. Okay, what does she look like? What does she act like? What does she do for a living? What are her values? All right, now here's the hard part. All right, once you've figured out where you want to go, you're in a kind of a hole here with the divorce, especially being a single parent. You got to silo the hell out of your life. And here's what I mean by that. You're going to create a silo for your career. And that might not be the job that you have right now. That might be, what is the stuff that I need to do to get the career that I want? So I'm going to do my regular job, but then I'm going to do some other stuff, okay? Then you're going to have a silo for your personal well-being. Maybe that's working out. Maybe you're going to get fit. Maybe you're going to, feel better about yourself. And then you're going to have a silo for figuring out, how do I get in front of, how do I meet this woman of my dreams? Where do people like that hang out? What do they do? And now is where the sacrifice comes in, okay? Unless you are being a dad, unless you're reading a story, helping with homework. I don't know how old Andy's kid or kids are. Unless you are being a father or you're at your current career, all that other crap, it's gone. It's out the door. Okay, we're not catching up on Stranger Things. We're not watching any shows. Any and all of your free time is spent either developing your career, making yourself better, faster, stronger, more fit, more healthy, or finding that person of your dreams. When we go through a divorce, it's not about the stuff that we do as much as all of the crap that you've been doing all along. You have to shed that. You have to get rid of it. It's probably going to mean you're not going to hang out with your friends as much. You're for sure not going to go to the axe throwing bar where you met the person that you married, right? Oh, I hate her. And I'm just going to go right back to that place where they throw axes and meet the next one. You are spending all of your time either working your job or working on your next job, working yourself so you're better, and finding out where that person is, who she is, what is she all about, where does she hang out. You're going to sacrifice everything else. If it does not have to deal with you making more money and having the job of your dreams, finding the woman of your dreams, you getting better, and then the thing that trumps everything, your parenting, you're going to find that you're going to have a lot more time on your hands, and you're going to use that time constructively, Andy. That's what I would do if I was you. And if you do it, I guarantee you, you will not recognize yourself in 5 years.
Wow. That Andy's going to definitely take, come on, Andy, you got to take all
It's hard. It's easy to say, it's hard to do. Right? Because then we end up on the same, we're scrolling the same crap, we're arguing about the same stuff. We're at the damn same axe throwing bar. Knock it all off, Andy. You're going to redevelop yourself. It's not that hard. You can do it. I believe in you.